Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On the move, it's Overton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
On third and short, they'll give it to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Catch in the middle, it's Holloway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Holloway. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And these are the plays the defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on 2nd down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. And the Yellow Jackets are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Gives it on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's King. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He'll try the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw, it's King. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Powell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Hokies! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive. Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's King. He fires to the left side. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Overton.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Overton. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Runs through a tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. On the run is Haynes. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Kane. Got it set up on the outside.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hands it off. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Great job by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's King. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's go! Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Holloway. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying to set up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Keith. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
He wants to change this route. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Watson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's King. Looking to scramble. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now facing a third and long. Got it, looking for a first. Gets away from one, finds room. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Holloway. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Kane. Steps away. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that 1st down.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Watson. He breaks a tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Kane. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And that one will give them the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Can't hang on, he muffs it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to the ground with the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give him to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. To running. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
Looking to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took it.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He might want another play. To the air, it's King. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds a tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And back to the air on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Can't get him to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's King. Got his man out of the backfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna look downfield again. Buying some time. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
All wideouts, no backs. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's King. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that